Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new series called Holmgard. So this is a survival multiplayer world that me, TheWoodenGear, DePizzaman365, and TommyMiner11 are all playing on together, and we will be recording on. So first off, here I have a pretty decent starter base already going, and I already planted some sugarcane and stuff and got all the basics down. I have a little farm going, I have some potatoes and stuff. And I also have a bunch of this ore. So I have 20 diamonds already, a bunch of stacks of redstone, some gold, and a bunch of iron in the furnaces that I've just been collecting. Now I have 63. And then, yeah, so unfortunately I did record most of this stuff, but somebody forgot to turn their microphone on. So I had no audio for that. So unfortunately, I didn't have any audio, but I can play some clips through of highlighted moments of starting. So I will run that right now. Welcome back. I hope that you enjoyed that quick time lapse. This time I'm not making the same mistake and having my microphone on. And as you can see behind me, I have a skeleton spawner. So I found this skeleton spawner while caving. I am quite a ways away from my house. If it'll let me move. That's not what I wanted. It's quite a ways away from my house. Yeah, but so otherwise, yeah, here's a skeleton spawner, and mine shafts led up to it, and I started digging it out, but I unfortunately died twice. They were my first two deaths. I wasn't recording at the time, but I have died twice, which is unfortunate, but it happens. So yeah, now all I need to do is just like hollow out this area and stuff. Yeah, I'm happy that I got a skeleton spawner, and I've been slowly trying to turn it into uh, a spawner. And I got some loot here. There's a golden apple. Some of the stuff I threw in there because of my full inventory. I didn't have my sword on me, unfortunately, because I stashed it in this chest for digging, and that made me die. But yeah, basically, this is the room that I have dug out, and this useful mod that I have on shows me the bounding box for the spawner, so I can easily see where they would be able to spawn. These are other things, but yeah. Speaking about the mods, I am using a modded client called Fabric Loader, and here are all the mods that I use. None of them are cheaty or whatever, they're just client mods. Basically, there's this Amex, which is a add-on mod thing that it just helps other mods run. Apple Skin, which shows me how much food and how much saturation food in my hotbar gives, or just any food. So like, for example, this mushroom stew gives 3 hunger points and 4 saturation. And if I hover over it, it'll show me how much it'll give me on my hunger bar, and it even shows how much saturation I have, which is nice. Bounding box outline reloaded, which is what I was just using for the spawner. And this just shows bounding boxes of structures and features. Basically, it can show the spawn chunks, slime chunks, biome borders, mob spawning areas, beacons, conduits, and stuff like the area of those, spawnable blocks, spawning spheres, and then the bounding box for all these natural spawning buildings. That's just nice to have for farms and stuff like this. Cloth config, that just helps other mods run. Inventory profiles, this is a inventory sorting mod. It basically just allows me to sort my inventory, so like the mess that it is now, I can just like click this button, boom, it's all sorted. Next is Just a Map, which is a mini map mod, which is able to do like, well, not quite that, but it's able to show me a pretty accurate map. I'm able to set waypoints and stuff. It's not as good as Journey Map, but it's the only one for Fabric that I could find that is just decent. It works pretty well. And like all this green stuff is kelp, which is a little annoying, but yeah, you get what you get. Next is Light Overlay. So basically I can just press B, which is my hotkey, and if I break one of these torches, yeah, you can see that this X here basically means that any mob can spawn here at any time, like that skeleton right there. So yeah, mobs are able to spawn there. If I can kill these guys. Is there another one? No, there isn't. So yeah, basically that just tells me that there are no spawnable spots in this area right now, which is good. Minecraft, that's just the base game mod menu, which is what's showing me all these mods. Mouse wheelie, this is like mouse tweaks for any that know that mod. Basically, it allows me just to like click and drag into my hotbar and just click and drag over. It's pretty nice. Next is Optifabric. This just allows me to launch Optifine with Fabric. Phosphor is just a lighting optimization mod. Shulker box tooltips allow me to see into shulker boxes. Tweakeroo, which is a really nice mod that adds a bunch of tweaks. So, like, forgetting some of the stuff it does. Well, one of the things that it does is it adds Fulbright. Yes, I am using Fulbright. It's just nice to have, so, like, dark areas are just easier to see and just makes gameplay a little bit easier. And it's just in general better. And then also it has free cam, which I like because it allows me to, like, easily show off builds and stuff. It's like if I want to look at how a build is, I can just, like, zoom out and look at it, which is always nice. Then it just does general stuff like that. And finally, WeZoom, and then this is just a bunch of stuff for Optifabric. WeZoom is a thing that allows me just to zoom in, and it allows me to scroll to zoom in farther. So, like, I can look at the spawner and zoom in. I'm still standing back in this corner, which is really nice. You can zoom in and out. Pretty sweet. Yeah, those are all the mods that I use. And I'm also using a texture pack that gives me dark GUIs, so like a dark inventory and stuff. So if anybody are curious about any of these things, I have links to them down in the description. But otherwise, I will keep working on this farm, and I'll bring you back when I'm done. So I got a little sidetracked from building the skeleton grinder, and in the Nether here I linked up the portal to the skeleton room. So right here is where the skeleton spawner is. Down here is where the actual spawner thing is. I did flatten it down, and yeah, I just kind of got bored with this project, so I decided to hook it up in the Nether because I kept having to run back and forth, and the Nether is a little bit faster mode of transportation. And I just hooked up a simple tunnel through here to my portal, which is pretty sweet. Monkey Man's portal is down there on the end through the Nether Fortress, which is a pretty cool spawn area. But yeah, so otherwise I just hooked that up. But otherwise for the skeleton spawner project, I'm probably gonna have to leave that to next episode because it's a lot, and this video is getting kind of long already. So I'm going to put that off for another day. So, I have these materials here that just happen to line up pretty well. 4 pieces of obsidian, a book, and 2 diamonds. And for those of you that know what that is, that means we have an enchantment table. That is a pretty big step so far. I'm not quite sure where I want to put it, so I'm just gonna plonk it down here, because why not? And I don't have much sugarcane because this is definitely taking its time. But I can get some more paper. That's only 12 pieces. Actually, that's a perfect amount for 3 books. And 3 books, if I would actually have oak, or not oak planks, but just any planks, I should make myself an axe quick. An axe. Chop down this tree, use pieces of it, and I now got myself a bookshelf. Boom. A level 1 enchantment table. I'm gonna need to work on this more, but let's go. Finally got enchantments. Can almost start doing this now, but just need to grind more of that. And as you saw in the clips beforehand, I got a bunch of mushrooms in this hole here that are useful. I just need to get a bunch of wheat for that, and my wheat isn't growing the fastest. Should probably set up a bigger farm for that. I think I'll do that right now. I already had a shovel. But yeah, I think I'll set up a little bit bigger of a wheat farm then. Probably over here by the water, which means I don't even need shovels. So I will go do that quick. Okay, so I have now successfully finished the farm, which is pretty cool. Now all I need are just some seeds for it, which of course these aren't done yet. The potatoes are though. You know what? I might just make like half of the potatoes. Yeah, no, I shouldn't make it all wheat, but I'll just grow potatoes there for the meantime. Need to harvest more sugarcane. I need a much bigger sugarcane farm than this as well. You know what? I might just make... Yeah, I'm just gonna plant sugarcane here. Can I just place... No, I can't. I'm gonna add more sugarcane onto this side just to speed up the process of getting sugarcane. Oh, I wish there was a better way to untill soil. Okay. So yeah, that will slowly expand. As I got some more sugarcane. Plant that over there. But yeah, otherwise I would say that this was a pretty successful episode. We got a lot done. We got enchantments, went to the Nether, and got a fairly decent starter base up and running. It's very successful for a first episode. And, yeah, that's all I have for you today. I would like to thank all of you for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.